Maybe you own a house, properties, lands. Maybe you have cash in hand, cash in banks, or you have some investments like stocks, unit trusts, bonds, or you have other things of value in your house like jewelries, antiques, intellectual properties. Now all these are your assets. Now, do you know that you could actually lose all your assets? Before we dwell into that, let's ask this question. Why do you want all of these assets? Why keep so much wealth with you? Let's ask this question. Are you actually going to spend all of your wealth in this lifetime? Can you spend all of your wealth in this lifetime? 10 out of 10 people that I've asked says not likely will they spend all their wealth in this lifetime. So why keep so much money? Why amass so much wealth? And the reason is simple. It's for inheritance. Whatever we've made, we actually plan to inherit it to our loved ones. Now, what happens when we die? See, when this question was asked to Keanu Reeves, okay, and he is the main star of The Matrix and John Wick. See, Keanu Reeves' answer was simple. When we die, the ones who love us will miss us. It is a very simple and profound answer. But see, the truth is this. Actually, the ones who love us will suffer when we die. Now, why do I say that? Think about it. See, when you die, we leave behind our loved ones, our family, our loved ones. And the surviving loved ones, they actually have to settle our inheritance if we didn't plan it properly. And this is not an easy process. You see, your assets is not automatically transferred over to your spouse and children only. But a lot of people think that, you know what, inheritance is a very simple, straightforward process. But it's not. Your assets are frozen around 2 years pending the distribution process. Now, what if your family needs the funds from your assets? They can't even use it. Your family needs to apply for letter of administration and the distribution order. And we know this process is not easy. Plus the legal fees will cost around 8,000 ringgit or more. And does your family know all your assets? You see, in Malaysia, there's no centralized system to trace all of your assets. So you could have assets all over Malaysia and no one will know about it if there's no documentation telling them what and where are your assets. How to solve this issue? Well, simple. Write a will. It's a simple process to centralize all of your assets. So your assets can go directly to who you want it to go to. The distribution process is so much shorter because it's 6 months now instead of 2 years. You only need a grant of probate. It's a simpler and shorter legal and administrative process to actually inherit your assets. And the legal fees is much lower. It's only 5,000 ringgit instead of an 8,000 ringgit legal fees. And most important, all your assets are listed properly so that your family knows which asset for them to act upon. Now you may think, no, I have a house right now, I have properties, and I could just transfer them to my children while I'm still alive. Guess what? Number one, maybe things happen before you could transfer and it's too late. Number two, see, the transfer of property to family will incur legal fees and stamp duty based on the value of your property. That's a lot, right? With wills, it's only 10 ringgit. That's huge savings to transfer the name of a property. You may think, you know what, maybe now is not the right time for me. I'm still young, I've not reached the stage of my life where I should be thinking about doing wills. So when should I think about doing wills? Guess what? Anytime now is the best time. And it doesn't really matter if you're 20 years old or 30s or in your 40s or you're older than that. Now is the best time to do wills. Why? Because anything could happen. See, we're living in the era of COVID-19 and we know that our health, our life can be at risk anytime. This COVID-19 has changed a lot of things and we know mortality is very fragile. So you gotta learn to protect your family, learn to protect your assets. The simplest way is to write a will. Don't write it when it's too late. Write it now while you're still able to do it. If you want to know more about writing wills and how you can take the first step to protecting your assets, do contact me and I will be more than happy to share with you about how you can start protecting your assets for the benefits of your loved ones. And if your friends who you feel could benefit from watching this video, please share it to them
And please like my Facebook page as well. Hi everyone, my name is Jackson. I'm a legacy advisor for Lee & Partners, and I help everyday people with their legacy and financial planning so that they can secure a better future for their loved ones and for themselves.